Hell's Kitchen Battle of the States Episode 8 Review. Hey good people, and welcome back to the channel. After watching tonight's Cook for Your Life episode, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'll give this episode a solid 7. This was another episode that I enjoyed watching, and I felt that the end result for this episode provided more clarity on which of the remaining chefs are contenders and pretenders. Over the course of this video, I will talk about the important happenings for the episode, I'll talk about the elimination, and I will share my list for which chefs have the best chance of making it to the black jacket round. So without any further delay, let's jump right in. The first important happening would have to be the episode challenge. In this challenge, the remaining chefs have to take turns picking ingredients to cook with cod, pork chops, or lamb. The twist in picking these ingredients was that the chefs had to go head to head to see which chefs could read the name of the ingredient the fastest. The winner of this part of the challenge then got to assign the ingredient to their own team or the opposing team. So during this challenge, Henry was an absolute rock star. I want to say that because of his efforts, he was able to control where at least 6 ingredients went, and his efforts truly helped the blue team. Now after the ingredients were selected and assigned to their respective dishes, the chefs got to go head to head in cooking cod, pork chop, and lamb. And because the red team had an extra team member, the team had to vote on which dish they were going to exclude from the judges' table. In my opinion, here were the biggest takeaways from this challenge. Most of the chefs did a great job with cooking their respective dishes. For the blue team, Chris ended his slump with cooking an amazing chowder dish with cod and white cheddar. Henry also cooked an amazing pork chop dish, which featured Korean flavors. The chefs who did not earn a point for their teams were Jaden because his flavors were clashing, and Anaya because her sauce was extremely salty. Now the kicker with this challenge was that the red team decided to drop Lisa's dish because Lisa wasn't confident in her flavors. The even bigger kicker was that Anaya knew that her dish was very suspect, and had the team kept Lisa's dish while removing Anaya's dish, the red team would have won the challenge. Nevertheless, the blue team won the challenge with Henry's dish being the tiebreaker, and the blue team continues to be on a roll. The second important happening for this episode would be the Cook for Your Life challenge. And for this challenge, Gordon selects the 4 chefs with the lowest challenge scores to partake in the Cook for Your Life challenge. Those chefs were Cara Marie, Jaden, Chris, and Ellie. So here are my takeaways from the challenge. It was interesting that all the chefs decided to cook with fish, and essentially have a battle of the sexes with salmon and halibut. There were several other amazing proteins that the chefs could have worked with, but in my opinion, fish is one of the easier proteins to work with, and it's safe. The second takeaway was Chris's decision to take a big risk by using sunchokes to scale his fish. When Chris started the season, he was on fire when it came to cooking his own food. But Chris's decision to take such a big risk this late in the season, in my opinion, is either incredibly smart or incredibly stupid. If I were Chris, I would have simply cooked food that got me this far in the competition while putting a creative spin on it. But the last takeaway was that the challenge went the way that I expected it to go. All the chefs had some technical issues with their dishes, but Ellie, Jaden, and Chris advanced to the final 10, while Cara Marie got eliminated. Now Gordon claims that Cara Marie's gummy puree was what got her the axe. But let's be honest here. Cara Marie never had a shot at making it to the black jacket round. She's a talented chef, but the competition is too fierce and Cara Marie is simply a minnow swimming in a big ocean at this point. The only chef that I could see make it into the black jacket round out of this group would be Chris. But in order for me to lock in that prediction, I'm going to need to see more from Chris. But as of right now, we officially have our list of top 10 chefs, and I predicted that all these chefs on the list would have made it this far a while ago. However, when it comes to the black jacket round, as of right now, I think that Jada, Henry, Lisa, Anthony, Anaya, and Alexandra have the best chances of making it to that round. I have no faith that Jaden, Sydney, or Ellie will make it to the black jacket round over anybody else. I do feel that Chris is a wild card, but if he goes back to cooking like he was doing at the beginning of the season, then I could see him making it to the black jacket round in place of Anaya. But those are my thoughts, and this marks the end of the review. If you have any thoughts on the episode or my list, then feel free to leave them below in the comment section, and I'll be sure to reply to everybody. Until next time, stay tuned and stay safe. Peace.